Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Pallegney. Let's turn the audio down just a little bit more there in the headphones. Awesome. All right, cool. We're up and going. Welcome in, everybody, as usual again. So yeah, I'm trying to do this once a month where we come back into our Pallegney series. I just love the map and we had a really good thing going, and I just want to continue nonchalantly, still maintaining to the rules that we had set up. So yeah, got our beautiful goats over here. Yep, we see Brutus there. Yep. Still nice, and oh, it's July. I forgot what month we were in. Cajun, welcome in. This looks that floor texture looks weird. That's not. Okay, I see the big crone down there. Huh, okay. I thought I remembered the floor being a little different over here. Like, should have been concrete or stone, this, cobblestone looking stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and head back to the farm, because I know we had to get some stuff done. I think we had some bells over there to collect, if I remember right. We're doing good, Cajun. How are you doing tonight? I saw you were doing some ATS earlier. I was having some nice couch time with the wife. We sat and watched a movie. But yeah, let's head back to the farm. Oh yeah, I forget, we gotta okay, yeah, for some reason we have to do the cranes, and that's always been a thing, but this isn't right. This is not right, everybody. I mean, I see that we got all of our bells that we had to pick up. What is going on over here? I mean, that ground texture should not be like that. Oh, crud. I did a boo-boo. I accidentally downloaded the map update. Yeah, this isn't good, folks. Shoot. Crud. Let's do a quick run here. Okay, we got Romeo there. We have even... Holy... Yikes. There's a lot of repairing I gotta do. There's... Oh, shoot. Yeah, all of our fields technically are separated again. I mean, it shows that we're We're still one gigantic field. Hey, gosh darn it. Oh, crud. I remember. Let's do this. Yeah, I started the wrong one on purpose. Yeah, as you can see on this loading screen, it's got 13, almost 14 hours of time into it. That's how long it took me to rebuild Pallegney. That's the dedication I have because I love this map so much. 14 hours to do a rebuild of the map. Gumbo! Can you send me some, please, Cajun? So we're here. We're back. You know, we got our... We still got some bells down here. We got a floor that actually looks correct now. Yeah, I did a little bit of tree planting in our pasture. Got, you know, give the goats some shade, you know. We still have all of our fields. Let's just take a look at the map here. We've got 4 grass fields right in this area. We have a new field of alfalfa. One of the reasons why I really wanted this map updated. So let's just do a cruise over there, and we'll leave that little tidbit of information off to the right hidden for now. So yeah, we got another grass field here. There used to be a fence line on this field, but I got rid of the fence. I could not stand it. And then, okay, no traffic. And then, alfalfa. How alfalfa that I remember walking through the fields, it was always about waist high. I'm looking forward to this alfalfa field. In fact, this is the first thing that we're going to harvest tonight. But yeah, we can see a little something down here. Let's go take a look at it. We had the goat pasture that I set up. I forget when. I think it was an off-stream thing. But I've made a very nice forested area for the goats to play in. Hey, there's Brutus's cousin. So we actually have a proper spawn point for our goat milk finally. We got a stack of grass for them to eat when they run out. So yeah, we're looking good. And let's head home. All of the fields that we had originally, that was the wheat, barley, oats, whatever it was. I got them plowed up, and they're just barren and ready for the fall planting. Not too much of a redesign, just couldn't, you know, set the shops up to the best of my ability. Flattened out the entire area so we don't have a gigantic hill. Getting that tree grove over there taken care of. And what I'm most proud of, well, besides that I got a proper header trailer, I just, you know, traded the old one in, even though this is a used only playthrough. Let's check the rice field while we're here, Cajun. Let's make sure I got, yep, I needed to flood it. There we go. But it's looking really good. But it's our new cow barns for the buffalo. Since I was rebuilding the map, I decided, yeah, I know, I love the Pallegney map. I decided to redesign our water buffalo area. Now we can actually have 99 animals in this barn instead of 60. And if we come over here, this one's got 85, and I think originally it was 81. And I have it where we can drive from one barn to the next for doing all of our TMR stuff. The barns do share... Oh, yeah, that right there. I'll talk about that in a second. The barns are remarkably able to share this manure pit. So we got some good manure going for them. We have a couple of different underground silos for... One will hold milk and the other one will hold slurry. I got one at each place. And this wall... I don't know how many times I've come down the road here and failure to stop. I wanted something sturdy to protect the field. You know, all of this just to protect the race field, you know, so we don't damage any crop. But yeah, I spent some time redoing this. I moved our chicken barn up the hill over here. And, I need to get them some food. And we got some eggs over here. We are full. So I better bring them some food real quick. Oh. We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, we got the Fent Farm. I need to slow down my running speed now. The tour is now over. But yep, we still get all the same equipment, even though, you know, we bought brand new just because that's the only way that we were able to buy the exact pieces. And we'll get some sorghum in here. I think it was about 20,000 liters we need. That'll be close enough. So while we're over here, this trailer is one of the ones that we had on the farm. And, you know, we went 7 years owning... where is it at? This truck right here. Okay. Well, I had it set up with a 7,000 capacity, or 7,600 capacity dump box on it. Well, I was always tired of having to start and stop the lift action just so it wouldn't contact the roof. And I could never, throughout the entire time of playing, get this guy. I wanted twin 7,600 dumpers for my TMR. But I can never find this guy in the market at all. So, since I had... where is it at here? It's down a little further. This one right here. Since this was one of the trailers that I bought used, I just took the 28 meter extension down to 14. And it works perfect. It works beautiful. I love it. I mean, I still have to go back and forth several times to do TMR, but heck yeah. So that's that guy. It's not often you see a half-height trailer running around the farm, but it's the only way I can sit and unload TMR without having to start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. Anyway, let's get this taken up to the chickens. Oh, another little thing here. We got Romeo. We had to make sure that we had Romeo. Now if we could only have a second dog on the farm, and we can name that one Juliet. That would be neat if I could do that. I wish you could, but sad that you can only have one dog on the farm at any given time. I don't know if I would risk driving up here to the chicken barn if this field was planted. I know I could do it, but... And I just want to make sure... Yep, we're... Oh, 22,000. Yeah, 19,000's fine. I should put a little drive back here so we can get around. Excuse me. All right, let's grab our baler. Let's grab the 936 Fent. And we'll park this trailer away. Okay, the 936 is up here. We got to do something with this guy. We got a full barn. We'll have to throw another barn in. Alright, where's the baler at? Okay, I do need to buy some silage additive for the grass. Don't judge me, that's the first time I've actually taken equipment through this new T intersection. Oh, am I not close enough for that one? Okay. This crop here looks interesting. I haven't seen rows like that before. Ah, this is onions. Okay. Yeah, I forgot all the crops that they brought in. So we got the standard there, rice, long grain. And then we got mustard, which was put in on the last update. Silage maize was this update. Rye, triticale, spelt, vetri, however you pronounce that. Green rye, cover crop. Meadow grass is something new. Alfalfa, which I'm looking forward to. Clover, winter wheat, winter barley, onions. So yeah, those ones, barley now plants in February, March, and harvests in July and August. And then there's a wheat as well. And that one's the same. Oh, August, September. Plant in February, March, and harvest August, September. And then the winter ones are... See, Okay, the area that I grew up in, we did winter wheat and we did barley, we did spring wheat. The winter wheat was always a September planting time, and you would harvest in July. The area I grew up in. The barley was always a spring crop and planted in July, August. So that's going to be different if I plant those two. Including wheat, because they changed the time frame on that one as well. That's going to be interesting. I got to remember that now. New updates require new planting seasons, I guess. New harvesting seasons. Kind of like a Kinlag. That requires a different harvesting time frame as well. So there's our field of alfalfa to the right. Get the big mower out, which was kind of a godsend on this map, because it was very hard for me to try to find a mower to do anything. And then when this guy came up, it's like I had to buy it. I really did, and one of those pieces of equipment that was it hurt to buy it because it was so expensive, but at the same time you're very glad that you're able to get a mower. Okay, am I back far enough? I am, but I'm not. Okay. Oops. And then Control F. And what is the speed of that baler? I forget. I think that one's 11 miles an hour. Yeah, 11. Okay. So while we're here, we'll jump this down to 11. And just make sure they're behind. I'm just wondering how many bales we're going to get. I should remove that tree. Welcome in, everybody. We won't be using the AI worker, but I still wanted the lines taken off. And we'll just wait here a second for them. While we're doing that, I want to say there was a new addition. And you notice how we can see the tracks really well? Well, the map maker did something where your tires will crush the stubble crop. So every track that's out there is going to be crushed by any tractor that drives over top of it. Which is kind of cool. Yeah, that Fendt is struggling going up the hill. And I don't blame it. I'd struggle going up that hill too. Well, if I'm going to leave a strip, I just will leave a strip. Alright, should be one more pass here. It's kind of a disappointment. I thought we would get a lot more bales out of that. I know there's still a partial one in there, 900 liters. They're only 6,000 liter. I'm running 220. I could have went up to 240, but that's fine. But to only get 15 bales out of this? How big is this field? 5.3 acres. Well, we're going to go over and do 98, 99 next. And that was what, 5.3. So 1.4 plus 3.4. Okay, so if we do 99, that's 3.4, 4.8. That's going to be 5.5, close enough. God, that's disappointing. What's up, Patrick? How's it going? We just got, and the alfalfa doesn't take silage additive, so that's good to know. $15 bales. And this was full growth. Okay, well, we'll just turn that on. We'll raise that up because we don't have to go very far. We just got to go on the other side of the trees over there. So I'm going to get the AI to follow me again. And I just want to make sure that the baling unit's down. Control F. Follow the crone. About to clock in. Well, I hope you have a good night at work. Okay, I guess we just as well drop this guy. Go across the road. Now I did change the bell size from 220 centimeter up to 240. Because I forgot to do that since I was a brand new baler. And this field here, I'm actually going to turn steering assist on. Just so I can do the outer edge properly and not take extra. And I changed this one up for the off time. If we go to our map, scroll on in. You used to be able to go under there for the grass to regrow, but I actually cut those out. Basically, you know, made it grass texture and then put large, tall metal grass on top. That way AI is not trying to go in between there with implements that they shouldn't be going in there with, you know. And AI is going to get stuck there. Yep. Alright, Jamie, hold on. Let's get you squared away. Because I forget what... I think I was getting like 33 bells on the old map. And that was just with the 3 fields. So every map's going to be different for the amount of grass that you get, and that's going to be a given. Just make sure we're not getting too far ahead of them. And I did go through and replow all of the grass fields and replanted. So they are fresh. I may have to check on the night lime level, the pH. Now it shows that we've already mowed 55 acres. That's not right. Yeah, this machine was bought brand new and we mowed 57 acres. Yeah, that's off. We had to wait for a baler anyway. Yeah, the heck with it. We'll leave that little bit of grass. Come over here. We'll grab this one. $25 plus the 27 bells, so we got 14 out of this field. So this is now my concern. You know, 3.47 acre field versus a 5.3. This alfalfa serves no purpose. It really doesn't. You know, a smaller acreage of field gets more bales. Because the 25, I mean, we got 2 in there that we can unload. plus a partial, 2 and a partial. So that would take it up to 28 bales, so... Yeah, it's... I thought he was supposed to make alfalfa better. But apparently not. Well, we'll just come over here and we'll gather up this field. And I did have to fix this bridge. The approaches on and off on each side was horrendous. Okay. Come on, cruise control, lock in. Oh, well, we may sell that field off. Because I'm not, well, I can keep it. That doesn't matter. I can convert it to grass. But to have a new grass, a new type of field to us, and it's not working properly, that's kind of a big letdown. Do 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 do. We could use that as a test field. There are other crops that are able to be mowed. There is a meadow grass. There is I'd have to look at all the stuff. Come on, back up. We'll see if they get around. Okay. They're able to get around just fine. Yeah, we'll use that field as a test field. And next spring, summertime, we will work on trying a different crop that we can mow. I'd hate to have to do this with a keyboard. I mean, I used to do it with a controller. I think a keyboard would be hell to pay. Come on, lock cruise control. Yep. Yeah, there's a few other plants that we can do. Silage maize is one. This meadow grass might be a different one. Clover. We may try clover. It's the same technical family as alfalfa. We may see what that crop does. We'll even try the meadow grass out one year and see what that brings. Even though I have no idea what this guy says in this song, I just think it's a catchy tune. Okay, so we'll get right there. Do a lot of serpentines. Make sure the baler is behind us. Okay. Got a little tag along with me. Come on, fly off. There we go. Maybe. The baler's going to be all confused over here. As long as they don't get stuck. Yeah, do some figure eights there. You got it. Okay, one field left to go. Behind me. Good, not stuck. Mr. Strip. Okay, 42 bales. And we still got the one lone grass bale in there. And it won't unload. At least we saved. So, to show you guys a little trick here, I found this out recently, within like the last week or so. We're just going to go ahead and save again. And I don't know why this works, but it does. Basically, I'm doing this because the next harvest that we got to do is going to be grass and sorghum. And I don't want, or not grass, rice and sorghum. And when we collect the straw on that, I don't want to have to waste that over half a bale of grass. Okay. So it's a good thing we're right here at the farm. And we'll just jump in the baler. Yes. And there's our bale of grass. Oh yeah. I'll get them tonight. So yeah. We'll put the mower back. And
There's a pen.
okay. Thank you. And I can't remember how many bells we got logged in the mower. We'll have to take a look here real quick. We got to subtract 15. And we go here. So that takes it down to 30. Yeah, so something, I didn't have it, something right on this. I mean, the pH looks perfect. We need to fertilize. And it could be the first crop is always going to be weaker. I don't know. Because the only field that's really bad is 95. And it's got the loamy sand in it. So yeah, we'll have to make sure we get these fertilized good. Make sure that we get these limed properly. Yeah, now it's showing that the pH is bad. It wasn't earlier. So yeah, we'll have to play with that. We definitely didn't get the yield that we should have. Yeah, 45 bells in total. When normally we're averaging, like I said, like 33 or 36 bells per harvest on those 3 fields alone, and we did 5 fields and we got 45 bells. Yeah, something's fishy. So we lost yield all around on everything. Okay, we need another bell storage, and before I burn up, I need to open a window. Hold on, everybody. Okay, so what do we want for a bell shed? And we could use the one that's up here. Let's see, this guy right here. Yeah, even though it's labeled as a wood shed, let's go visit it, and I'll show you why I don't want it. Oh, come on. Alright, so where I have the mower parked at, we got our loading trigger right here. The bells will come in and fill. And this, it holds 1,500 bells. That's great. But what I don't like is when you go to unload, the bells show up where the mower is. So when you come up here to, take bells out of the storage, they'll show up right there. And it's like, so now I got to back a trailer into the shed in order to get the bells out of the shed. I just don't like it. Personally, I don't like it. But anyway. Let's get our orientation correct. These open bell mods that I use on other maps, they're great, but I use them so often in the on North American maps that I don't want to use them on the European. This is the one I got right there, but it's only 250. Hold on, everybody. All right. Back again, back again. So yeah, this barn is it's a drive-through style. I I don't know. Okay, we got this one here. Holds 550 pieces. And I think this is another one that, yeah, is about, twice as, it's about twice as big. Yeah, not quite. But I think this is another one that it loads it. You know what? We'll try this one. We'll try this one. But I think this is also one that you have to drive inside to unload the bales. No, we're not using this one. Okay. I think this is another one that unloads inside. Okay, that's the Pallegney woodshed one. This one's not bad, but I just okay. I mean, I haven't used this one.
Your blind is still open, babe.
I know. I opened it.
Okay. Come on, Titan.
I just don't want to block the one in because I don't know where we have to get the bales from. Okay, so I like the placement of it. We got plenty. It's like right on line with the fields. I planted a little extra corn. We'll have to harvest that. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. Okay, so what would go over here then? Probably more stuff. I don't know. Okay, turn shed lights on. So we got a little something or other. This almost looks like a washing bay. Chemical storage. Okay. Well, let's grab... You know what? I got 2 pallets of fertilizer here. Let's just do one. Okay, put the fertilizer inside. Oh, okay, right there. And... Well, the only way to know for sure what all they do, let's, we'll store all the eggs in there first. Alright, let's go after all the grass bells. What's in the used market? I forget. Okay, we got that guy there. I mean, I have field stones turned off, so that's absolutely pointless for me. They want to sit there and stop in front of me on a yield? Sure, they're going to get rear-ended. It's a good thing I got Mama Fent. It would have been more fun with Papa Fent. Excuse me, everybody. Whew. Uh-oh, I gotta fix the trailer. That's kind of embarrassing where the trailer... I mean, it's still 20 bales. Looks like a shark fin. Dun, dun. Land shark. I don't know what I need, Patrick. That's the problem. Okay, let's customize this. And okay, let's try that. I mean, it's just a little wider. But we were running, I think, 220 centimeter bales, so they were fitting a lot better. And I believe these are 220s. Okay, because that one's 6,000. That one's 6,500. So yeah, that one's a 220. This one's a 240. Excuse me. No, there's one up there still. I missed it. And we'll go down by the water's edge, make sure that we got them all down there. Yep. So yeah, I think we'll be going back to 220 centimeter bales. Oh yeah, yeah, I get you. Duh. I get you, Patrick. I will say this clover looks nice. Or I should, not clover, alfalfa. It just keeps restacking stuff. Alright, cool. That is the baling done for the month. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a much bigger storage unit. It'll be fun to get this thing filled up with bales. Okay, I think we are done with the month of July. I mean, I could grab the lime spreader and spread some lime down. Yeah, I'll do that on those, all those grass fields real quick. Let's get the step cousin connected without interfering with Papa's nap. So yes, if you have not realized, this is Papa Fent and Mama Fent is over here on the trailer. It's the 936. We got Baby Fent or Teenage Fent, whichever you want to call it, over here, the 724. And then we got the step cousin, or the cousin Fent, aka JCB. Although with those hills, yeah, we're gonna grab Mama Fent. I forgot those hills are kind of a bear. We'll grab Mama. We'll get all these fields limed, and then we'll figure out what we need to do next. Oh. I'm sorry there, car. Didn't see ya. All right. Well, thank you for the subscription there, Adaday Ogung. I am so sorry for that. I really do not mean to mispronunciate your name there, but thank you so much. I'm just gonna say Addy, ADI. Thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Even Mama Fence struggling going up the hill here. We'll get the cruise control set this time. I got hung up there. GPS was locked on target and I couldn't get the steering wheel to turn it off. Yeah, I think we're good. This field looks pretty stinking good, other than right there at the bridge pylon. I'll probably need another 2,000 liters to finish off the alfalfa field. Just so I don't have to come back up here. We got 92 liters left. Holy buckets. Well, I suppose we'll go to the shop and get this filled up. Okay, and I should have the mod that continues to load up. There it is. What would happen I guess that worked. Just throw an extra pallet in there. So apparently this field wasn't limed that well, because we've already gone through about 6,700 liters of lime. That could be a reason why. Then we'll also make sure that next month we fertilize it real well. Real good. Alright, so that was 8,200 liters. A lot more than I expected. Yeah, we'll give the alfalfa a fighting chance, and we'll make sure that we do all of our baling on 220. Goose. All right. I think we are, before I forget, I'm going to change that baler setting to 220. Because I have a tendency to not look at that. And 220. Then I forget, what do we got in the sprayer here? Herbicide. Just getting this ready for next month is all. Why am I not able to... There we go. All right. We got this all ready. So yeah, we are back and going on the farm. Let's check on the sawmill over here real quick. Some tall corn. Okay, it looks like we got 33,000 liters of Oh, I need to come over and empty it out. Because I'm out of room with the wood chips. And it says wood beams, I'm out of space as well. So that's interesting. I guess we'll... I guess we'll empty it out real quick. Then we'll just hold on to these wood chips until December, January, when it's the best time. It's not like we're hurting on that. So I guess the next thing also we need to keep in mind for is a semi and a flatbed trailer of some sort for the semi. Okay, let's see if that's fixed the problem. There we go. The wood beams are now running. And this is our biggest trailer, if I remember right, other than the semi. Because of the new schedule, do we need to plant anything in August? Canola, if we want canola. Mustard. I can't remember if we tried mustard on this farm or not. Maybe we'll do a batch of mustard and canola this year. We haven't tried those two. We'll try to do fields that are about the same size, 9 and 10 maybe. Okay, 9's corn. So we got 5 and 4. We got 7. How big is 7? 5.06. I wish it would include everything from that one there. Okay, so field size is 1.65. Okay. So we're looking at 4.2 acres. You know, we'll probably do field 7 and 10, you know, just to play around with that. Or, you know, maybe we'll save up some money. Is that one barley? No, that one's soybeans. What is that one? Oh, that one's already mustard. And it's ready to harvest. It's like, what the heck is that field? Yeah, well, we got some time to think on what we want to do next. Let's get this over, get this dumped, and then we will close out the episode. You guys saw that, right? I mean, look at that. Holy crap. We got to fix this. We've definitely got to fix this. So now we'll come over to this side, do the same thing. And of course it's not working like I want it to. Gosh darn it. I keep doing the wrong one. I think that'll work. Where's the bridge? There we go. Oh yeah, that'll work real nice. Both sides. And make sure we got our drainage, which we do. Alright, back to the farm. Get this unloaded. You know, rabbit trails. When you see things that need to be fixed that you didn't see earlier, yeah, it's a nice thing. You can shut the tractor off and it'll still raise up. That's a short piston. I understand it was like a 4 or 5 stage piston, but it's like it looked a little off. But anyway, thank you for joining me back on Pallegney and the new rebuild. Maybe the next time we'll actually build some storage sheds for all of our equipment. We'll have to see. But until then, I just want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Please make sure to hit that the like button, and if you like the content, subscribe and hit that bell icon so that way you don't miss any of our content that we bring out. And Romeo and I thank you, and we'll catch you next time. Catch you later, everybody. Bye.